Yo, what's good, y'all? Man, we got Ghost Rider cast for MCU, Midnight Suns, Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness setup. So, yeah, I think they found the Ghost Rider cast. I've been hearing about this shit, you know what I'm saying, on Twitter and on YouTube. But, you know, obviously on YouTube, though. But, yeah, let's see what he's talking about, man. Yeah, let's get it. Like it up, sub. Like, sub. Yeah, let's get it.
What's going on, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and MCU. And of course, the hype from Spider-Man No Way Home is still super big. Spider-Man No Way Home has just passed Spider-Man Far From Home and has become the highest grossing Spider-Man.
They passed they passed their own movie? Damn.
Film of all time.
And it's doing COVID too. Damn.
Congrats to Spider-Man No Way Home. Huge accomplishment. And although people are still super psyched for Spider-Man No Way Home and what it means for the future, a lot of people are really looking forward to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
That's gonna be the second big blockbuster. That's gonna make $1 billion too, no cap. Doctor Strange gonna make $1 billion too, no cap. Gonna be another big blockbuster for MCU, no cap. So they gonna make $2 billion movies. Shit, they going crazy. Okay.
Now, there's a lot of things that are rumored to be happening in Multiverse of Madness, and I have personally heard that some things are true. And based off of what I've personally heard, we are in for a very big treat with this movie. Lots of rumored cameos, and with the multiverse, anything is possible, including original characters from other franchises like the Fox franchise returning and making cameos in this film. And speaking of characters returning, today it looks like we have some casting news about the new Ghost Rider who will be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, I would really like Nick Cage to come back and make...
Yeah, I want Nick Cage to be in that motherfucker. But he probably ain't gonna join.
Make at least a cameo as the old Ghost Rider. There's been no word on that so far, but let's talk about the new casting developments that we've heard so far and what it means for the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And of course, if you're new and you want to stay up to date on all the recent MCU news, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos. Now, when it comes to Ghost Rider in the MCU, I think the #1 fan casting for who should play the role of Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze, I think was Keanu Reeves. Unfortunately,
they were saying that like he should do the Ghost Rider shit, but then they was like, nah, we're gonna do this motherfucker. I don't know, it was him, and then it was somebody else from somebody said Walking Dead or some shit, but yeah.
Do not think he's going to be playing Ghost Rider, as it seems that Ghost Rider might have already been cast, and Keanu has recently stated in an interview for The Matrix 4 that he has met with Kevin Feige to talk
so he did met him, okay,
about roles in the MCU, but they have not agreed on a role yet. They haven't found a role that would be perfect for Keanu Reeves yet, so it's not Keanu Reeves. But good news for the Walking Dead fans, it could be...
Yeah, I know. I watched one episode of that Walking Dead, but not like that.
Norman Reedus. Like that, most people know him as Daryl from The Walking Dead, and there's a little bit of evidence suggesting that he could have already been cast as the MCU's Ghost Rider. Let's take a look at it. Now, according to Charles Murphy of Murphy's Multiverse.com, an actor has indeed been chosen to play Ghost Rider. With this news comes a lot of reports that Norman Reedus has been chosen to play Ghost Rider, and what's very interesting about this is that Norman Reedus has been liking the tweets about himself playing Ghost Rider, and tweets just about Ghost Rider being cast in general. He's liked several tweets.
So hey, he liking tweets. That means he, you know, he the Ghost Rider. If you liking tweets, man. People ain't gonna like tweets just to like him. You know what I mean? It gotta mean something to it though. Okay.
So far about Ghost Rider.
No.
And to top it all off, on Twitter, he tweeted a link to an Instagram page that had fan art of him as Ghost Rider, which is a pretty big sign. So either he's the greatest troll of all time, or there is actually a decent chance that he has indeed been cast as Johnny Blaze, aka Ghost Rider, in the MCU, assuming they go with Johnny Blaze, of course. Now, as far as when we can expect to see Ghost Rider in the MCU, all signs right now kind of point towards Doctor Strange in the Multiverse Multiverse of Madness. We've heard rumors for over a year now that Ghost Rider will be making his MCU debut in Multiverse of Madness, and at the time we didn't know if it was going to be an older Ghost Rider, a variant of Ghost Rider, or if we would be getting our MCU Ghost Rider in the film, and it looks like it could be our very own Ghost Rider. And the timing of this kind of checks out. Doctor Strange is supposedly going to introduce many different new aspects of the MCU. One of those aspects is a darker side to the MCU. Remember, this movie was originally supposed to be a horror film. Scott.
Yeah, that's why it's supposed to be horror. That's what I heard too. Like when they did, you know, then they changed it up because they want to make it like multiverse, some shit. I don't know. MCU, that's there, you know. So I don't know. But yeah, it's supposed to be horror though. It's supposed to be like rated R type shit. But I think they might change because they said they're gonna recast it, so they might change it though. I don't know.
Derrickson was originally supposed to direct the film. He wanted it to be a true horror film.
Yeah.
And what we've heard is that Kevin Feige said, no, it's still got to be PG-13. It can't be that much.
He's trying to go for the kids to watch the show, watch the movies and shit. You gotta go for the adults, man. Everybody adult in this motherfucker. You feel me? Everybody adult, man. You gotta go for people that, you know the peers. You know what I mean? No cap.
Much of a horror film. They kind of disagreed about the vision, so they parted ways, and now Sam Raimi is stepping up.
Sam Raimi.
Who, of course, has a horror background, and he is directing Multiverse of Madness. So it's not going to be all out, not going to be just a true, full-on horror film, which I'm excited about. I don't really do horror that well. But based off of what we know, it is going to be pretty trippy, and it's going to be dark and introduce the supernatural side of the MCU, such as dark magic, demons, and of course we'll probably explore the Darkhold a little bit more as well, which in the comics was created by an ancient evil elder god, Cthulhu. And like I said, a lot of new things are going to be introduced in this film, and one of those things, or I should say groups, is supposedly going to be some type of a setup for the Midnight Suns. Not sure if they'll all come together in this film, but the setup for them should happen in Multiverse of Madness. Ghost Rider, of course, is a part of the Midnight Suns group, and then we have Blade coming to the MCU. We've actually kind of already seen his MCU debut in the post-credit scene for the Eternals. Spoiler alert if you haven't.
I saw the. I ain't. Oh, I know what they talking about, yeah.
Seen it with Kit Harington, but Kit Harington's Dane Whitman, aka the Black Knight, is about to pick up the sword, and right before he picks up the sword, we hear a voice ask him if he's sure he wants to do that. It has been confirmed that this is the voice of Mahershala Ali, aka the actor who is playing Blade in the MCU. So Blade has already been introduced. Then, of course, Doctor Strange himself is a part of the Midnight Suns. And then the other big name who is a part of the Midnight Suns is the Punisher. And I'm not trying to get anybody's hopes up. This is my own speculation, but they did just bring back Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock, aka...
Yeah, they bring some people back from Netflix. So they brought 2 people back. So I don't know if the rest of them gonna come back.
A Daredevil, and Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin, in the Hawkeye series. So John returning to play Frank Castle, aka the Punisher, isn't off the table. Now, I want to reiterate, I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but it is definitely a possibility now that Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio have returned. And with characters like Blade and Ghost Rider now entering the MCU and the darker side of the MCU kind of coming to the front and center stage, if there was a time to bring back John as Frank Castle, aka the Punisher, now's the time. And I know fans would absolutely lose their minds for that. Now, having said that, I know some fans wanted...
Squarespace is a one-stop shop that helped me set up my online store.
Gabriel Luna from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to come back and play Ghost Rider. Gabriel played an excellent Ghost Rider for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but the way Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. ended and the way Kevin Feige has kind of talked about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the past leads me to believe that they aren't going to bring any characters from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. into the MCU. It's weird how Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. kind of started off canon and then kind of went off into its own thing and wasn't canon by the end. They're still...
Cause I heard about it. I ain't really watched like that, but I heard about it and shit. The Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., you know what I'm saying? So
still some big debate about it, but it doesn't really seem like any of those characters are going to return. So just because they're bringing some Netflix characters back, I would not expect any Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. characters to come back. Although I would like to see Coulson in some way, shape, or form. But unfortunately, it looks like Gabriel Luna is not going to be reprising his role as Ghost Rider in the MCU. There have been reports right now that Norman Reedus is going to be Ghost Rider, and he has been liking these reports. And if you actually look back prior to Kingpin's debut in the MCU in the Hawkeye series, Vincent D'Onofrio actually did the same thing. He would go around Twitter liking tweets about Kingpin in the MCU.
Oh,
he never
for real?
admitted to anything,
Damn.
but he would like things that would state that he is going to be Kingpin in the MCU. That was his sort of subtle way of telling us, yes, you are right, I'm coming back. I can't say it, but I am. So perhaps this could be Norman Reedus' way of telling us, yes, you're right, I have been cast as Ghost Rider. I will be playing Ghost Rider in the MCU. I can't tell you, but I am. And if this is the case, if this is true, let me know what you think about this casting in the comments down below. Do you like this? Do you not like this? If you don't like this, who else did you have in mind? Let me know down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the latest MCU news. For live updates, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.
nah, I fuck with it. I mean, shit, I'll be play the role good, you know what I'm saying? But hey, let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know in the comment down below. But yeah, like, sub my channel, yeah, peace.